What's up everyone, I'm Kyle, this is Kaizen DIY Gym. In this video, we're going to Home Gym Con again. Let's go, bro! I'm packing light this time. Last year I brought a bunch of equipment that I ended up not using, so this time I'm pretty much only bringing camera equipment and clothes and stuff. But I am picking up something very important on the way. Or someone, I should say.
What's up?
Michael!
Good to see you,
What's
man.
up, man? Good to see you, bro.
For those who don't know, Mike and I run a podcast together called Do You Even Lift, Bro? Find it wherever you listen to podcasts.
Yo, Mike and I stopped to get some Subway.
That's
It was
right.
one of the healthier options of a list of very unhealthy options, so.
Yeah, Subway in the middle of nowhere. That's I'm pretty sure it's attached to a smoke shop.
I'm a big city guy through and through. I wouldn't want to live in these rural areas, but I really do appreciate the beauty. It took about 2 hours to get from the Indianapolis airport to the French Lick Resort. When we arrived, mostly everyone was finishing setting up. Mike and I cruised around, checked out all the booths, and said hi to everyone.
Travel was good, no problems.
Good.
Ah, Joey.
So, and then Drew is running around here somewhere.
What's up, bro? What's up, dudes?
How you doing, sir?
I bought and sold a lot of body solid equipment back in 2020 and 21. I wasn't a huge fan of their equipment back then, but this booth is impressive. Titan's equipment has improved a lot since that time too. ATX is one of the companies I was most curious to check out. At a glance, it's obvious that these guys are serious about making some innovative, high-quality equipment.
What's going on?
What's up, my friends?
Howdy, howdy.
No flat tire this year?
No
flat tire.
Yeah, last year I had a tire blowout on the way to French Lick. It was super stressful. Nate at Executive Fit is a staple in the home gym community. Custom deadlift platforms, signage, storage, his stuff is super badass. I cruised around a bit more and ran into Jake, who put this whole thing together.
Jake, what's up, bro?
What's up, dude?
David from Darko Lifting made it all the way out from Southern California. His stuff is clean and it really pops in person. Upstairs in the podcast room, Swing Sesh had a second setup. This one is for training the next generation of ninja warriors.
Bro, sup?
I got a comment once asking, do you normally say bro that much? After sifting through this footage, I can honestly say, yeah, I say bro that much. These Mayhem strength plates are my new favorite plates discovered at Home Gym Con. They're all just beautiful. After a long day of travel and cruising around the showroom, we finished up that night with drinks in the casino and good conversation.
I just go online. That's about it. See what's going on. I'm like, all right, I'm working.
Friday was the first official day of Home Gym Con 2024. I started off at the JD Gym Equipped booth with my buddy Peach. I tried out JD's lateral raise. That thing is so smooth. The knurling on this equipment is just gorgeous. Then I ran into this guy.
Hey, Michael V, Home Gym Con 2024, presenting the Freedom 6 dumbbell system.
It's basically a power rack designed just for dumbbells. My next stop was ATX. This is a European company that does not currently have US distribution. I've seen their equipment in Facebook groups and elsewhere online, but never in person.
We're here with Flo from ATX.
Hi.
Came all the way from where?
From Germany.
What are some of your favorite pieces that you brought, or some of your favorite ATX pieces that you use?
Good question. I personally love our lap pull station.
Okay.
The Trinity Tower, LSW 850, it's the article number.
Yeah.
I love the big cable crossover.
Yeah.
I love our new combo rack, which is IPF approved, which is currently going through the roof.
I've had multiple people ask me already, like I have some insight into this. They're saying, is ATX coming to the US? Is there something in the works? Is that why you're here?
Yes, we're planning that.
Fuck yeah, dude, that's awesome.
The Trinity Tower is a thing of beauty. High quality components, you can easily switch between the different exercises, lat pull downs, low rows, and this lying back with your feet up row that I've never seen before. This lever belt squat is super comfortable and very compact. This cable belt squat is comparable to the Rogue Rhino at a fraction of the price. This leverage squat machine is super interesting, but I'll cover that in more detail later.
So what's up, man? We're at Home Gym Con.
Yeah.
We've conversed before on Instagram.
Yes, we have indeed.
This is Adam, and Adam designs equipment for some companies, one of them being Bells of Steel. Adam made quite the journey to get here. Where are you from?
I'm from Poland.
Damn.
I had a very interesting conversation with Adam, but I think the topic deserves a dedicated video. Cruising around, I found Mike testing out a Black Widow bar with weighted out bumper plates. The weighted out booth had the new 6-shooter thing on display. I don't know if I love this because of the novelty or the actual utility, but either way, this is freaking cool.
So my name's Nick Alves. I'm here with First Form, making sure that everybody's staying fueled. We've got some of our better for you options as far as snacks, meat sticks, vegan options.
Nick and the crew at First Form basically kept everyone alive and hydrated all weekend. I have so much gratitude for that. After fueling up, I headed over to the Bells of Steel booth. I know these guys pretty well. They have a showroom in Indianapolis and I own a ton of their equipment. Basically everything but a lifting belt, so I stopped in to round out my collection.
This beautiful belt, built for me personally. Let's try this puppy on. Oh yeah.
After that, Mike and I headed over to Fringe where they were doing a squat challenge with my Mammoth belt squat. The most squats in 60 seconds wins a free belt squat. Mike got 57.
57. Christina had 56. Although same weight.
What'd you think, Mike? How do you feel?
Toasted.
You gonna be able to walk?
Oh, what? Is that Adrian Gluck using my belt squat? Next to the Fringe booth was Microgains and another guy named Mike.
What's up? I'm here with Mike from Microgains.
Hi.
This dude has been in my feed for the last 3 years.
Yeah, we've been talking.
We've been talking. This is the first time I've actually met you in person.
It's awesome.
So good to finally meet you.
Yeah.
At this point in the day, I started slowing down and running out of energy. The perfect time to kick back and watch the log lift event. For dinner, the premium ticket holders and vendors took a trolley to this exquisite location.
That's macro, right? You're getting every but maybe not.
Yeah,
whoa.
That's right. That's the plan.
We had drinks by the fire and I ate my first actual meal of the day. Saturday, I went in with big plans to do a bunch of interviews and highlight all the brands that I respect and admire. Unfortunately, I made the rookie mistake of not checking my mics before recording and didn't realize that something wasn't plugged in properly. I don't know if it was a bad audio cable or what, but either way, these wireless mics were not working. My camera mic picked up all the audio and it is terrible.
These guys came all the way out from
San Francisco.
So I'm just gonna narrate through the important stuff. This is Dialed Motion. These two guys, Leland and James, are the brains behind the operation. They make a pulley system for power racks and the engineering is super smart. I did an in-depth review if you want to know more. Here they are demonstrating their yet-to-be-released belt squat attachment. Here's Mike taking it for a spin. Right next to Dialed Motion was David from Darko Lifting. He's been innovating in the home gym space for years. His unique take on bar storage, the Barbell Anchor, was the first product he released. Now his lineup includes the Dock, the Voodoo low pulley, and the Thresher pad. All are American made with high quality components. After chatting it up with Darko, I stopped back over by the ATX booth to revisit this machine. I had the LeverTech version back in 2020, and I didn't love the big footprint and limited functionality. This one, simply by adding handles, is so much more functional. I later found out that this was going home with Ashley the Amazing, which is awesome because I know she'll put it to good use. Black Widow is one of the most prolific companies in the home gym scene. Dean loves making custom pieces, and a lot of the requests over the years have turned into products that he now carries. He's also one of the only people who's figured out how to effectively powder coat over knurling and keep the knurling grippy. If you've touched a Black Widow bar, you know what I mean. Clevabuilt makes some amazing equipment. Their flagship product is this deadlift jack, but they've expanded into cable attachments, barbell storage, and Steve even brought a couple of prototypes, this trap bar and a belt squat. Obviously, I was super interested in the belt squat. This prototype wasn't powder coated or anything, and it totally has like a steampunk Mad Max vibe. I love it. This is Luke from Arm Assassin Strength Shop. He makes some really awesome grip strength tools. Fun fact, he entered the grip challenge and won. I really enjoy grip training. It's just fun to mess around with this stuff. My next stop was to go see Elliot at U-Clips. He started U-Clips a couple of years ago when equipment was in short supply. They're small and versatile attachments that allow you to get much more use out of the equipment you already own. Prime Fitness has some of the most premium equipment you'll find. Personally, I don't own and have never used any Prime equipment, so it was really exciting to see it in person. One of the things I found interesting is that this pulley system can easily switch between a 2-to-1 ratio and a 4-to-1 ratio. And they ended up giving away their entire booth to one lucky winner. Pro tip, for anyone planning on attending next year, it may not be a bad idea to drive a truck and bring a trailer. We swung by the Bells of Steel booth so I could check out this Smith machine rack attachment. It literally can just bolt onto an existing power rack. It's pretty legit. If you follow my account on Instagram, you may recognize this guy. His name is Matthew Porter, and he invented this really cool adjustable fly attachment for the Bells of Steel tower. With a quick adjustment, you can change the height of the pulleys. Bells of Steel is working with Matthew to mass produce these and start selling them. In the meantime, they're still currently available through his website. At this point, Mike and I were starting to run out of steam, but we had a few more booths on our list to hit before we called it a day. Jay at Exponent Edge makes an extremely adjustable chest support pad, a sick camber bar for chest supported rows, and this adjustable bench with a top pad that folds down for chest supported work. This lat pull down from Ironmaster is super interesting because it can take weight plates or dumbbells. Ironmaster recently announced this Smith machine belt squat attachment. It's definitely a unique take on the belt squat. I liked it. Last stop on the tour was Bridge Built. Patrick showed me this Swiss bar / camber bar attachment that can fit onto any straight barbell. So cool, it's a really smart idea. I got to try out the rack-mounted cable belt squat. It is smooth, compact, and it gets out of the way when you don't need it. Oh yeah, and we couldn't leave without checking out the mini bench press setup for the little ones. Saturday night ended with drinks and dinner on this beautiful ranch, and Mike shot his now infamous Home Gym Con reels.
What do you think was the most innovative piece of equipment at Home Gym Con?
ATX, bro. I didn't go out afterwards because I knew I had a lot of equipment to load up in the morning.
All right, it's Sunday. Everybody's packing up. We're loading up. I've got like a whole truck full of stuff going home. So exciting. This weekend was crazy. I feel like the whole thing went by in a blur, and I'm super exhausted and hungry and tired, but I cannot wait for next year. Hell yeah, bro. We'll see you there.